Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Bree Plus More. Today, we'll be interviewing your usual host, Bella Bree. So, we'll be asking a lot of the questions that you guys have asked her in her comment sections and on her social media. And please continue asking questions that you want her to answer in these videos, as we will do more of them in the future. So, please, as we move forward to our interview. Greetings, Bella Bree. I'm glad you're able to join us this evening.
Hello.
So, I'm here with a couple of questions from your fans and viewers. Before we get started, is there anything you'd like to say?
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Well, great. That's a shameless plug already thrown in. First question. What do you do when you're upset and you want to get physical with your significant other?
Answer honestly.
Answer whichever way you find best.
So unfortunately, I do get physical with my significant other, and it's something that I am working on. And I honestly don't know how to answer that question because I'm still working on that.
So what you're saying is that you admit to physically abusing your significant other.
I wouldn't say abusing, but I have gotten physical with my significant other.
Next question. How do you get your man to open up to you?
I think time. That takes a lot of time, and you have to be willing to be patient. Because you can't rush that process. Also, trying to assure them that you are not going to judge them, because you want to build that trust in order for them to open up. So being patient, building trust, that's how you do it.
Okay. What do you say about holding it over their heads? So you may be able to do those things, but what about bringing it up in a future reference as ammunition in an argument, in a heated discussion, because emotions run high?
So bringing up something that the person told you in confidence in an argument is ammo. That's wrong. And
do you feel like it will, in long term, mess with how they decide to trust you and open up to you?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
So what would you think is the best option in this scenario?
Well, you could never bring up something that they told you in confidence as ammunition towards them, because I don't think for me personally, there's no coming back from that.
Next question. What was the most romantic thing ever done for you?
The most romantic thing ever done for me would have to be my engagement day. Coming home to all those red rose petals all over the bed. I love flowers, so anytime I get flowers, I'm like, oh my god, flowers. But that was like on another level. That night was just perfect, and it has to be the most romantic night.
Okay, interesting. How about we second up this question, and what is the most romantic thing you've done for another person?
I think that putting on a nice little sexy lingerie, and it was a Valentine's Day weekend. We went up to AC, and I put on, I bought this new piece, and it looks really good. And I had these really cool dice. And
you know what? We're gonna stop it there because those dice were horrible.
Those dice, hit me up, okay? If you want to know more about these dice.
Nah, those dice was doodle burgers. But to follow up with that, do you feel like a lot of women do romantic things for their significant others? And when I say romantic things, I'm not talking about what women would consider romantic, but what would men consider romantic? Do they ever ask that question or try to figure that out?
I think these days, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's as one-sided as it used to be.
Okay.
I think that women are more in tune with what their significant other are interested in and make more of an effort and see it more of a two-way street now than they did probably then.
Okay. Next question. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Wow. That was the shortest answer I ever thought I'd ever get from you. Usually there's some kind of monologue, but you actually gave a short answer.
Would you like me to elaborate?
No, that's okay. I'm fine with that. Thank you.
Okay.
We're going to move forward from that one. All right. Next question. What is the biggest lesson that love has ever taught you?
The biggest lesson that love has taught me is that your relationship, the idea that I had of a relationship is nowhere near realistic. Like, man, it's hard. It's hard, and you have to have patience, and you have to compromise on a lot of things. And you're giving me a look, and I don't like the look. It's hard, and I'm still learning, but I think that, you know, growing up, you fantasize about your relationship and what you expect, you know, life to be like with your husband, you know, wife, whatever. And as amazing as my relationship is, it's not perfect, and it's not what I used to fantasize about. So, but it's a beautiful thing, and it's a ride that I will never have any regret taking.
Here's an interesting question, if I must say, from one of your fans. What makes you love?
What makes me love? That's such a broad question.
Yeah, I consider it to be very open-ended.
But if you're asking what makes me love my fiance, the way that he loves me. He has a heart of gold. We fight about how giving he is. Yeah. He's just an amazing person in every aspect of the word, and I mean that, you know, in every role that he plays in anyone's lives. And how could you not love him?
What would you consider as your dream date?
My dream date. I think it's very cliche. It's what you see in the movies. Come home and there's an outfit on the bed with a letter that says, wear this, and meet me outside in like an hour and 45 minutes because, you know, I gotta beat my face. And there's an SUV waiting outside because I don't know if I want a limo. And it's taking me to like catch a flight to like Aruba and for like a week, and like you already have all my clothes packed. I ain't need to do nothing. And I meet you at the airport, and we just go and have a good ass time, have sex everywhere, and
this is definitely getting demonetized.
What? But I mean, that's like level 10. But if, you know, if we're gonna keep it local, a dream date, anything that ends with
sushi.
No, it don't have to be sushi. I don't know. Like, even though We have our own apartment and it's beautiful and everything. I'm always a sucker for just spending the night away from like our regular routine. So if it ends with us getting a room, even if it's just in the city, I think that that would be beautiful. Just, disconnecting ourselves from the normal and just me and you and nothing else exists for
Wow.
that day.
That's very touching to people. Here's more of a I would consider it a fetish type of question.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite thing about black men?
Mm. I love the melanin in y'all skin. Um, Black men are built different physically. I don't know. I just love a black man. Um, I think that black men are smart, strong. They're just like they're like a lion, like the strongest beast in the damn jungle, and it's just like, how can you not love a black man? I don't see myself with nothing else, and I've known that from a very early age. I was not going to be interested in anything but. So, shout out to my black men out there.
I would like to add that you're not single, so you need to calm that face down.
Shout out to my black man too.
Mm-hmm.
And happy Black History Month.
Yeah, okay. Last and final question. I find this one to be actually a very controversial question. Do you consider it hard dating a man who is dedicated to gaming?
Yes and no. So yes, because in the beginning, it's really hard to accept that, because you grow up, right? Think your parents always tell you, "Oh, get off the games. It's just a game." So, like, it's very hard to see it as nothing but. But for some people, like my fiance, like where that's like his true passion, like he has a YouTube page. Slack Kid 86 right here below. Get that, subscribe. And like he actually really could do this for a living. He used to. um it's no longer just a game. So I think that being able to see that in a different lens makes it more accepting. But even then, it's still hard because the gamer also has to know how to allocate time for the things that are important to him. So I know that we've had issues with like, hey, I'm here. Can you squeeze me in? We got stuff that we need to do like for the house or whatever. So it's just like that gets hard because it's always like a conflict when it's time for us to take care of things that we need to take care of. But I think that it's just important not to look at it as just a game and really look at it as gaming has become like a sport, right? And you have to look at it like this is their passion and you have to accept it. And as long as they're giving you the time that you need, there shouldn't be any issues.
I mean, but most would say that what you're doing is that you are enabling an addiction, a problem that after a certain time and age that men should give up gaming and start finding other things to do, maybe like play a sport or something, or get out, or just do something other than sitting in the house and playing games like a child.
I mean, yes, I can see how that can contribute to bad health. And there's actually stories that you told me about where like someone has like died from doing nothing but gaming and not even getting up to pee and drink water, and. So like I get that. I can see how it can become a bad thing, but I don't think that. I think that the gamer also has to know, okay, it stops at a certain time, and then you as a significant other, should feel okay to step in and be like, hey, okay, you've done this long enough, it's time to get off. Because you don't want it to be like, oh, I'm never going outside because I'm going to play games all day every day. That's not healthy. So yeah, as long as it's not that bad, then it's okay. Like for me, we work out together, you have a full-time job, you don't even get to play like that. And the problem is that we have the same days off. So on the weekends, you want to play sometimes. And I'm like, but I haven't seen you all week, so I want to spend time with you. So that's where we clash. But you're not at home all day, 24/7 playing games. But for those who are, that's a problem. And yeah, I wouldn't condone that. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Miss Bella Bree, I would like to say thank you for participating in this interview.
Thank you.
I hope that we could do this again, most definitely. And I just want to wish you the best in your endeavors and in your life, and hope for many more.
Thank you. And guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me at Bella Bree. I think it's here. And happy Valentine's Day. Thank you guys for everyone who asked a question on my Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. And we hope to do more of these for you guys.
Yes, thank you very much, everyone who participated. And note, for future references, the more questions we get, we will start giving you shout outs to everyone who started asking questions. So if you want to start getting noticed, please participate. It would be greatly appreciated.
Yes. Thank you guys.